Nigeria is an African country located on the continent's western coast. Geographically, Nigeria can be found in between Benin and Cameroon on the Atlantic Ocean coastline. Nigeria has a varied landscape that allows agriculture to be a major part of the country's economy. Approximately 78% of Nigeria's land in the northern region's vast plains and southern region's lowlands is used for agriculture. The country primarily exports petroleum and petroleum products, and secondarily exports cocoa and rubber. Although agriculture is an important segment of Nigeria's economy, it only accounts for 20% of the country's gross national product. Nigeria is Africa's most populous country and is comprised of nearly 300 different ethnic groups speaking over 500 different languages. However, only 6 groups make up the majority and hold most of the political power. Consequently, ethnic conflict is common and cities are often divided along ethno-religious lines. Major ethnic groups have even formed militias to protect their interests. Poverty is a significant issue in the nation, with 70% of Nigerians living on less than $1.25 a day. Poverty in Nigeria is especially severe in rural areas, where up to 80% of the population lives below the poverty line and infrastructure is limited. Another problem in Nigeria today is the gender gap. Females make up 60 to 79% of the rural workforce, yet men are 500% more likely to own land, get to make 58.4% of the farm decisions, and have access to 88.75% of the productive resources. Women and girls are more likely to be malnourished, especially since, on average, women's shares of the food expenditure is only 32.1%. Overall, women are less likely to receive an education, and if girls do have the opportunity to go to school, they are more likely to be pulled out sooner than boys. It is our organization, Empower Nigeria's goal, to reduce the gender gap by building a school for girls that will include a health clinic and a microloan office. We will work to increase education rates for girls, provide access to health care, and empower women to become independent entrepreneurs in their communities. With a total budget of $15.8 million to cover a 10-year period, we will work to build a road, school, women's clinic, and provide microloans to the mothers of the girls enrolled in school. Empower Nigeria has budgeted $85,000 to buy land and build the school and clinic. $77,000 will pay for staff and fund the next 10 years. $15,000 will be set aside for microloans and 3 buses will be purchased. We will also build 30 kilometers of road at $15 million to permit the buses to safely transport the girls to school. These measures will work to reduce the gender disparities and the difference between northern and southern Nigeria. The gap between northern and southern Nigeria is so large that for every 1 child enrolled in primary school in the north, there are 4 children enrolled in the south, resulting in higher economic advancement in southern Nigeria. When speaking about Nigeria as a whole, only 2/3 of school-aged children in Nigeria attend primary school. Of this faction, 65% of boys aged 6 to 11 attend school in comparison to 59% of girls in the same age group. In order to combat illiteracy and empower women in Nigeria, we propose to build a safe, accessible primary and secondary school for girls in northern Nigeria, complete with daily lunches and uniforms for the students. In addition to the basic reading and writing skills, girls who attend the school will also gain the confidence to go out and work in the world independently, so they will not need to rely on male relatives for knowledge or financial stability. To give girls a safe learning environment, we will staff the school with security guards to ensure that those who do not believe in educating girls will not be able to hinder their schooling. There will be sufficient land for a playground, a borehole to provide water and support a sanitation system, and solar power to ensure air conditioning and other electrical needs. Additionally, to make the school accessible, we will build roads and utilize buses to transport students. Limited access to care, coupled with cultural distrust of healthcare professionals, has led to extremely high maternal mortality rates. With an estimated 59,000 maternal deaths, Nigeria, which has approximately 2% of the world's population, contributes almost 10% of the world's maternal deaths. The lack of funds, distance to a medical facility, and a concern about the lack of sufficiently trained female healthcare providers all contribute to this problem. To improve women's ability to access healthcare, our company intends to put a women's clinic directly into the school we are building. The girls who attend the school will be able to utilize the resources the clinic offers, including regular checkups, vaccinations, women's health doctors, family planning education, and contraceptives, among other services. The clinic will house 2 doctors focused on women's health issues, and all girls and their family members will have access to its services. The clinic will also provide a pharmacy to fill prescriptions for patients. The infrastructure and roads built to access the school will also be used for the clinic. Many women have potential to be entrepreneurs and start small businesses. However, lack of access to credit prevents them from gaining the capital resources needed. To improve the lives of women and promote gender equality, Empower Nigeria has pledged to give out microloans to working women with girls enrolled in school. You will staff the microloan office with a professional accountant or financial advisor who will coordinate with the school administrator to screen, monitor, and disperse small business loans. Through these initiatives over the next 10 years, we hope to send 1,000 girls to school, vaccinate them and their families, and give out $10,000 worth of loans to women in the community.